Hello YouTube, this is Galway Gamer. Welcome to episode 7, I believe. Part 7 already. Wow, we're flying through these. We're in the Iron Keep, which is the next zone as we progress through Dark Souls 2 Scholar, the first sin edition. We're going to go and fight the old Iron King, but first we have to defeat the Smelter Demon, and hopefully we can get both done in this episode. The old Iron King and the Smelter Demon are easy boss fights, however, they do suffer from one thing, being that they have awfully designed areas that they're in. This is one of the NPC invasions that can happen. There's actually another NPC invasion, the guy we killed earlier, Armor Dennis. And I hate NPC invasions because they do that. So I can just run away, heal up, kill the NPC invasion. It's so easy, but you still have to do it. And after, we need to heal at the Estus Flask, because even though they're not too difficult, they always hit you a few times and don't respawn. So we kill them, we rest, we go kill the second one, we rest, and then we can actually play the game. There we go. And the next one up is Armor Dennis, who we killed earlier on. Not in this episode, but back in the... I think it was the Huntsman's Copse episode. We actually went back to the Forest of the Fallen Giants to clear the way to the last bonfire. So yeah, Armor Dennis is going to come out here someplace. Probably as I open this door. So we're going to have to turn around and fight this loser. So we're just gonna... Just like every fight with an NPC goes, you hit them, poise break them until you run out of stamina, you back off, they hit you, then you hit them to death. Doesn't drop anything. They used to be okay if they actually dropped a piece of their equipment, because, well, sometimes their equipment's pretty cool. But no, they literally just give you nothing. They give you human effigies. I wonder how many human effigies I have. 28. Wow, thank you very much for those human effigies. The thing is, human effigies help you if you die. So if you're a new player and you'll go through a lot more human effigies since you'll die more. However, the problem is NPC invasions are going to kill new players way more than they're going to kill veteran players or players who've played more than that. So literally giving them one human effigy is worthless since they'll have died 5 times trying to kill the damn thing. But yeah, I mean, human effigies, I mean, those invasions would be way better if they awarded a petrified something, a human effigy, and any other relevant item. Maybe it was a Titanite chunk or shard. They only respawn once, they can't be farmed, they're a pain in the ass, and they're really unrewarding. Do I want to buy any? Oh, incense. Sorry, my bad. I want to actually buy an item, not get incense and items. So these are interesting items that give you special effects. However, we don't have 14 decks to wear these items, and we don't need them. We don't need any of this. So right here, where I'm interested in actually getting some of this stuff. We're going to buy the Fragrant Branch just in case we want to use it later. And we're going to buy this Hello carving for 2,000 souls. It allows us to say hello to NPC summons or whatever. Not NPC summons, player summons. So let me find it. It's pretty simple. It just goes like this and it makes a noise. Pretty nice, right? I mean, that would make you happy if you were an NPC summon tell the player. It'd make you think the player really appreciated you. Right, so those enemies aren't too difficult with maces, but the problem is there's archers later on, which are just a pain, and we're gonna actually get 20 fire arrows. That's pretty decent. We're gonna use this ballista on this wall, which doesn't do anything, it may seem, but it actually loosens it. Now this guy here, he can be backstabbed. And then that's this part of the castle done. There's a key right there, but we're not going to die to get it just yet because we can actually take away that fire spewing thing. So these are the archers I'm talking about. They're actually quite a pain to deal with. So how I'm going to deal with them is by switching this out for the higher range of the Bellkeeper bow. And actually, the thing is, I'd like to go back to Gavlan, who's actually gone from both the areas that we've met him in, and is actually in a later area now, so I can't actually do that. So we're going to shoot fire arrows, but I'm pretty sure that these guys have high fire resistance. So instead, I'm going to do something I usually don't do in this playthrough, and that's summon. The reason I'm summoning is because it'll take at least half of the total aggro off me, I'm guessing, and allows me to take less damage and less hits from different sources and get through the game. So he says hello. Oh wait, I can use my hello carving. So, there we go. That's how it works. Now, there's going to be some guys. We're going to try and line of sight that archer and deal with the flood of knights that will come running at us. So there's going to be like 4. That will raise down the bridge that the archer is on, which allows me to safely kill him, or that man there, Solar. Now, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and get this loot off this guy. There's some bits of loot here, that's why I want to get them. Unfortunately, my summon probably does not want to do that, and I think that drop might kill me if I don't heal up. So, there we go. I don't think it would have. It did very little damage, but I was scared, so what will I do? We need to be careful now, because that knockback on that archer could have killed me and knocked me out of that, so yeah. I think there's a cool ring up here, actually, but I'm not sure I'll find it much useful. I think it's like a +1, like, ring of life, or maybe something like that. I'm not quite sure. He gets knocked out into the lava, but unfortunately I actually might have wanted his bow. Those guys dropped the Alone Great Bow, which is a great strength bow. Life ring +1, I was right. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to open our equip screen and replace the life ring normal with +1, which gives us about 5% more HP, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So we're going to rotate this, which turns off the heat inside. We're going to go here with our backs to this, so that if any of them attack us, that they'll be going into. The Alone set is interesting. I think it boasts high fire resist, but is kind of generally just an average enough set, like most sets in this game. So we're just going to pick this up here. That's just some, you know, generic upgrade parts. The Petrified Dragon Bones upgrade boss weapons, and normal gear is upgraded by the standard Titanites, but the Twinkling Titanite is for non-boss weapons, but special gear. That's Lucetial. So there we go, that's the area kind of completed, but we do need to kill the boss now. And this is a tough boss, but fortunately for me, I've got some people here with me. I think he's weaker to magic, so I'm gonna put on this magic thing. And let's go. This is called a Smelter Demon. One of the more liked bosses in the main game. He does that too as well. Estus up. Avoid those awful swings and get in behind them to do damage. There we go. Now we're going to retreat very far back and heal. When you're in close range with him, he will burn you for reasonable damage. Not super high damage, but it's probably not best to stay too long in there. He's pretty much dead now, but I just want to play it safe because he can sometimes really get you. So I'm gonna thank my friend here. Wave goodbye. I mean, he got the boss kill out of it, so he done well out of this kill as well. It's nothing worse than when you're summoning someone else's world and the host kind of dies a lot. Because you kind of want to help them, but then you kind of just want to get your soul memory back. Or not your soul memory, your soul vitality or whatever it's called. So we're going to light this fire here. That's pretty much the halfway point for this particular zone. So we're going to consume our souls now and go home to level up. And I wonder how many souls I have in total as well, because it can't be too few now. So yeah, we're doing pretty well out of these souls. Dragon Rider soul we wanted to keep. The Gargoyle soul we wanted to keep. The Demon soul we don't know what it gets yet, so I want to wait till we can talk to Straight again. That gives a dagger, so we don't want that. And I think the Smelter Demon soul gives the Smelter Demon sword, which is a fire sword, so it's kind of eh. But yeah, we'll talk to Straight probably in a future episode. I don't want to keep going back to him every time we get a couple new souls, because I don't see the point. I mean, we really can't upgrade them much anyways. And this time we need to remember to get the Estus thing done. So we're going to put this up to 20, I think. And then we're going to put the adaptability up to, like, we get up to 18. That gives us quite a bit more agility and poise. That's all we needed to do, really. So, I'm happy with that. That's the Smelter Demon sword on my screen there, that guy that's just disappearing. Pretty cool that we were just talking about that. Oh, we don't have any left, okay. And do we have any? We don't. Okay, so we're going back into the Farfire. Or sorry, we're going back into the Iron Keep. Interestingly enough, this next area kind of seems like it's going to be easier with this mace, because the Knights are weak to it, and the Turtle Men are weak to it, and Guess what we're going to be fighting? Knights and Turtlemen. Fire Drakestone, pretty awesome. It's kind of annoying how he's able to hit you in the middle of you doing that. So we're going to lower this. What this is going to do is it's going to make him fall into lava and die. Then we're instantly going to move out of the way, and then we're going to pull this, and he's going to go back into the sky. So we get one free kill, and that's pretty much it. We have a spare fire lock stone, which we're going to use here. This opens the upstairs area, which, oddly enough, is a bonfire, but we cannot use that bonfire to walk around this area because it's stuck in a little shell. We can loop around, but it's not really worth it. So we're going to open this. Thunder Quartz Ring is pretty cool. I think I'm going to go for the bonfire anyways, because if nothing else, we've only killed 4 enemies. I think 4, no 5. Yeah, we've only killed 5 enemies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through Belfry Luna, hope I survive, and if I survive then it's a good luck sign anyways, right? There should be friendly people in here anyways to help me out. I know there's Swordsman Adel here, who's a NPC. If I get invaded here, I can probably survive simply off my own Fire Whip, my own skill and Adel's being pretty good. No matter what though, if we do get invaded here, because this is an invasion area, we should probably kill the NPCs first. That way any would-be invader wouldn't have such an easy time against me. So there, we just got invaded, interesting enough. I wonder where this man is. Oh, he's there. Okay, interesting. I'm going to take out the mace. I'm going to I kind of want to hide behind here for a bit because I want to actually put equipment on that is good for PvP, like this. The poison knives, because if we can poison him. Like, he won't come down to fight us, so I don't really know what to do. I think what I'm going to do is actually apply a resin, because he's given us the time to do that. So he's got 2 out of 4 poison hits. So he's gonna get poisoned soon, if not already. He has poison. Now, if I just walk away from him, he can't actually deal with that poison. I don't know why he's in a PvP covenant though, if he doesn't avoid the throwing knives. But he is using a katana, but he is dead, so I'm like, whatever. And my NPC killed his NPC enemy as well. I'm pretty okay with that, but I'm kind of annoyed because I was using those poison throwing knives to kind of get him to come forward and, you know, throw in, and I then hit him with the mace, and I don't know. The reason I was doing that though is almost not because this isn't a PvP character. Obviously, I'm using a mace, has no reach, and he's using a katana, so he's using a PvP weapon. Oh yeah, well, whatever. I mean, It's kind of strange that he just tanked the poison. He didn't heal. I mean, he didn't use a poison moss. He didn't avoid the poison daggers being thrown at him. He was kind of like, just, okay, that's cool, I like poison. But, you know what? It also means that in this Let's Play, you got to see me kill someone in PvP. And you got to see me kill someone using a katana, which is the best PvP weapon. Well, maybe the Ice Rapier is slightly better, but it's one of them. So I'm kind of happy that at least I got to show off some PvP, although it wasn't very skillful PvP on my part. It was literally me hitting him with throwing knives, then punching him in the face with a mace, and then watching him, like, get poisoned to death. He did nothing, he just stood there. Whoa. Get behind this guy. I don't know what this guy is doing. He's just like spin to win. What the hell? This is so annoying. He's just spinning and rolling. The funny thing is, that was the same NPC that was out there that my guy killed earlier, this Undradel. And I'm just gonna like bow to this guy, even though it's an NPC, because he is so cool with his twin blade. I mean, he soloed that other guy while I was fighting the invader. And that's this area done. Fortunately, I get loot, and I get to leave, and I actually am stuck where that bonfire was, because in that bonfire you couldn't actually get back out to the Iron Keep. Human effigy, pretty awesome. And there's actually sneaky illusory wall here, which gives 2 items. One is the Grand Spirit Tree Shield thing, and the other is the Black Knight Greatsword, which I have to have a look at now because I did not know that existed. That's the Grand Spirit Tree Shield, yeah. Black Knight Greatsword. Here it is. C scaling and strength. E. Oh, it has. Unfortunate. It has fire damage on it. And someone just suicided one of the mobs, the enemies. It was the guy at the top there. So yeah, I'm pretty okay with this. There's a guy down there with a bow that's going to keep firing at me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... That made that guy with the bow fall off, which means I could deal with these guys, you know, normally. Only one Estus left, but I at least have dealt with these enemies completely. The loot there isn't very good on that end, so I'm not going to bother getting it. So hopefully this guy goes into the flame and dies. Now, I think there's 4 enemies left, and then I'm free. There's 2 knights, and then there's 2 turtles, and the turtles are in a tight hallway, so I need to be super careful, and I'm pretty much dead if they use their move, their main move. I'm pretty much sure of the whole and lone knight set. If I get a black steel katana, I might actually roll a dexterity build when I get to the DLC. So this is guy 1. So you don't want him to do that attack, because then you're dead. They die in 2 hits, but I need to be super careful that they don't clobber me or stun me in the at the same time. So we're gonna go 1, 2. Just don't want to risk it. Get stuck in. Be safe. Don't play around in tight corners. There's no enemies here, I don't think. There's one down those stairs, but he doesn't aggro until I go down there. So there's a bonfire up here, which means I can rest, go down, loot that place, which doesn't have very much good loot, but actually do something interesting. I can actually turn off the fire, which means, you know that key I didn't get at the very first part of the castle? Well, then we can actually go and get that now. The fire's gone for good now. So we're going to rest here and kill the old darn king. And once we've killed this guy, we'll have killed 2 of the guys, and 600,000 souls you've gotten so far. Once we've killed the next guy, we can actually probably look at their gear and maybe work out getting a proper armor set and rolling around with that, and getting the greatsword out and getting all our items done. Because we'll have got to the point where we're not at the start of the game anymore. We'll be our character will have been built. We just need to like perfect it, and that's Manhunter O'Hara. He just walked away. So Manhunter O'Hara is gonna help me kill this boss. This boss isn't tough, but he can cheese you. One of the things that annoyed me is he can knock you into lava. So he won't kill you. You'll have like 90% of your health, and he'll hit you down to like 60% of your health. But it'll knock you into the lava, which